How's it going, Gemini community? Soul Tigers here with a special story for this wonderful frequency. So first off, before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much for your patience as I had to extend a month extra for my absences due to medical leave or some medical stuff. So thank you for your patience. Anywho, so let's get started. Gemini, the winds of change are coming your way. Great time to plant some seeds for new routines. Oh my goodness, new routines you would like to implement in your life, such as how you want to be treated by others and practicing what you will allow and won't allow when it comes to others in your life. And maybe that's putting up with others and their malice behavior. Their behavior could be one that they think that they could be pulling the wool over your eyes, so to say, or fooling you. And it's not that they're fooling you, you're just choosing to look past things. And this was something for Libra as well. But just to share a little tidbit today, just did Sagittarius, I have Gemini, and I might just do Pisces after this, given a little time and a break. But this is a heavy mutable energy here. So with that being said, it's time to put an end to something. It's time to let the season of this certain phase in your life come to an end so you can have new beginnings, a new season, a new phase to come in. And that was something that was really spoken for Sagittarius. So let's get started. Something that we have here at quite a distance has to do with impatience. Maybe there is a Gemini here who just feels like they can't really say what they need to say. I'm getting that because this is a throat chakra card. So maybe that leads them to feeling very impatient, very impulsive, very making moves very quickly. So there could be something here that instead of making those moves, maybe instead going within and reflecting why it is that you want to race off, what it is that has you wanting to act impulsively. Something here that you're not seeing as well is instinct. You're not following your instincts. You're not following that inner wisdom that you have. For some reason, I'm hearing to say you know it because you've been there, you've done that, and you've repeated this cycle so many times. It could be for others in your pack, whether it's at home, work, or a place that you frequent quite a bit. Something else we're not seeing is abundance. Gemini. Why is it that the Gemini energy has such a hard time seeing themselves? And one thing that I know Geminis overlook is their patience, but it also comes to their self-discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to become successful in life. And a lot of Geminis I know are successful because they have this certain discipline about them. And sometimes just being able to operate in our code of ethics, in our morals, is something of abundance as well. Being able to stand tall in our beliefs is something of abundance as well. Start to see how much abundance you actually have when it comes to things that are not tangible. By purchasing it through money, it might be something that is that inner treasure that you carry. So confusion. This is something that really plagues you a lot. This is something that could be the thing that has you acting impulsively as well, due to the confusions of others trying to hold on to you or trying to get you to hold on to their illusions. Gratitude. This is something that you don't see as well, and this is something that's really hard to gain clarity on. It's really hard to see the insight to having gratitude for things that are really hard to deal with when it comes to others and their choices. I feel like that they're making in their lives. Something that you may do is you may want to hide away in escapism and keeping yourself busy, because it's hard for you to sit down because all this stuff starts to rush back into your overthinking, over analyzing mind. And that could be something that could make you feel even more confused or even make you feel more without. But the thing is if we continue to let people pull the wools over our eyes, if we continue to let people walk on us like doormats, then we will always be at odds, and even with ourselves, because deep down inside, our spiritual being knows that we deserve better. And the more we suppress it, the more we don't follow that inner guidance, the more that we don't follow the wisdom that we're gaining along the way, the more we stay in the confusion fog. But usually for me, that I'm learning recently, is confusion is tied to certain fears. What are the fears here that you have when it comes to pulling the wool back from over your eyes and actually assessing what's going on in the pack, in the home, at work, when it comes to these others and the choices that they're making? Remember, whatever's making the choices, that's on them. That's their life. It's not your life. And it doesn't have to be your burden unless you make it your burden. All right, so let's go ahead and continue into the present. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors. What is it that needs to come out for the present? Holy moly. It's not expecting all of that. Can I get a few more cards? Actually, I'm hearing no, and I'm hearing that will do. A little different. Usually the energies aren't this quick to put out stuff, so it's something that we really need to dive into. I'm taking it, and that we need to take our time with kind of dissecting this open a little bit. So as you've seen, it's a lot of things on top of each other, and these things have to deal with how you invest. Also comes down to your beliefs, how you feel that you are treated by the universe, by whatever you believe in. Then it comes down to the things that you love, the people that you love, the things that you relate to. This could be hobbies and stuff like that. Then we have this emperor. Our emperor is in reverse. Conflict. Not handling the conflict very well, and then trying to over dominate other areas of your life to make up for that feeling of not having control. Then we have the 10 of staves. With this 10 of staves, I feel like what it is in a sense, you could be over controlling, or you can give up control in the sense where you kind of just give up and you just kind of fold in. You could, what I'm seeing is cards. You could have a card hand that's really good that you can play, but because everything's not working out as what you would like to control it, you would fold everything really easy, opposed to wanting to keep challenging, keep up in the antes with the betting, so to say. And that's something that's hard. But I mean, when we dissect this and we look at this, the one thing is your Ace of Pentacles and your Sun card are in upright. I feel like this is really important here for you, Gemini. I feel like this is more important to look at than the ones that are the ones that you're confused on. Because when it comes down to it, Gemini, and the choices that you're making, and I really want you to feel this, you are always going within when it comes to those bigger choices. You are following the guidance. You have a higher belief in something. And that higher belief in something has given you ambitions, has given you the motivation, again, has given you that discipline and that personal power, the confidence to be able to do things differently than the ones around you, to continue to do things differently than the ones around you. And I feel like that is the one thing that really keeps you, in a sense, youthful at heart, with this more of an innocent type of energy. And I mean an innocent type of energy to where there isn't no malice. You're not having to lie to get your way. You don't have to pull the wool over anybody's eyes ashamed of what you do, because everything that you do, again, is not done out of vendettas, vindictiveness. I mean, you really took a look at yourself at one point in your life, and you really sat there and went over what it is that you want for your future, what you don't want for your future. And it's taken a lot of work for you to get there. Now, how can you take a step back and see yourself at that moment where you were deciding what you wanted to do and what you didn't want to do with your life? And how can we apply that now to the challenge when it comes to others and how we're going to deal with others? Especially when it comes to them pulling the wool over our eyes. I know I'm saying this all metaphorically, but just think about it. If you literally had somebody who was trying to play games on you, trying to lie to you, trying to fib to you a little bit, or even lead you on, all right? And this person literally took a piece of wool or something and was trying to put it over your eyes at that moment, wouldn't that cause you to have a little bit of anxieties? Wouldn't you be a little bit irritable, irrational? Wouldn't you be all those kind of ways because there's a certain fear and insecurity because you can't see what's happening around you with somebody who's trying to bring in some tomfoolery? I know if I have people that I can't fully trust with their intentions, what they're doing and stuff, and I got somebody trying to put something over my eyes, and even in this dimension, that's going to make me feel impatient. It's going to make me feel impulsive. It's going to make me want to do sporadic kind of things to get out of there because I don't understand what's happening, because I can't see what's going on. So it makes sense that your energetic being, your emotional being would feel those same ways as this confusion is coming on by people trying to pull the wool over your eyes in a metaphoric way. So how can you be accepting of your natural reactions to things? And again, how can we work with ourselves to see what it is that we need when it comes to the people and places around us? So that's very, very interesting. Thank you. So let's go ahead and continue. All right, so we're going to call in the angels of protection. Angels of protection, please protect us as we navigate the shadow side here for Gemini. Please keep us protected and safe as we're exploring the shadow. I'm hearing this one, and I'm hearing one more. What is the last card? Last two cards. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's go ahead. I want to work from left to right. For me, that's like feeling like we're going from the past all the way to present, maybe taking a peek into what we feel or see in the future of things when we are peering from the shadow side. So a couple cards here that we land on this Pentacles. It's a lot of having to do with others, how others are treating us. How do we treat others? Maybe in a past you've realized that you have to match other people's energy. But at the same time, you know that if you waste time on them, that is time that you can't get back to be able to alchemize the things that you are trying to come about in your life, the things that you're trying to transmutate. And I say that in the sense because that's what I'm seeing, is because for alchemists back in the day, they were trying to turn lead to gold, because lead, when it dries, I guess it gives off kind of like a goldish shimmer or something like that, or kind of like a golden color. I could be mistaken, but I was watching something about how they would build the churches and stuff, and how they would use a lot of lead when it came to certain things, such as like the figurines of crosses or stuff like that. So what it is throughout your life, you knew that you've had these two choices. You knew where you could end up. You knew that you could repeat that same cycle, but you chose to take that cycle that you were in and transmutate it to something different. But that has been really hard on you as well, because you could be a trailblazer, somebody who's done a whole lot different than the generations before them. So this is something that's really hard to see your progress, especially when others around you are really low. And maybe anytime you have progress, they could sit here and come at you sideways because they're not doing it, or they're jealous of something that you have. So right here with the Three of Cups, that's what I'm saying, is you haven't had a lot of celebrations with others when it comes to overcoming certain things, especially when it comes to detaching yourself from gaining what I feel like it could have been habits of others. You know, that generation cycle that seems to repeat throughout the lineage of our families. But it's really hard because at the heart of things, you still don't feel that success that you were able to put down a lot of things, or not even start certain things that others were doing. And I feel like this is the emotional roller coaster that you go in over and over and over. And at the same time, when you get so emotional about this lights a fire under your rear to start doing something, to get yourself busy, to head off in one direction. But at the same time, this direction could be blindly led because you're acting impulsive, because you don't want to keep juggling, but you don't want to keep holding on to things. Maybe it's things that are holding on to you. Maybe this does have to do with family. Maybe this has to do with a workplace setting that is like family, and feeling entrapped at times by their choices. Something else for your shadow side, it's hard. It is hard. It is hard. It is hard. To the Devil with the 8 of Pentacles right on top of that Emperor in reverse. So this is where you become over dominating. This is where you become over controlling. And it has to do with others not letting you go, in a sense, and feeling like they're taking things from you, robbing your stability, robbing the ground that you try and stand tall on when it comes to the things that you are making happen for you. And I feel like a lot of the escapism comes to work, busying yourself at work. Or maybe it's putting in too much work for others, hoping that others will eventually pick up their heads. And this could be finally pick up their heads and come out from where they've been hiding due to their own fears and insecurities. I want to sing along to a tune with you where you guys are able to do things together more in rhythm. Ooh, my goodness gracious. This makes sense. I mean, this makes a lot of sense. Gemini, I think we've talked about this before. Something that's really hard for you because your house is all about the third house relating to one's environment, you know, and this has to do with others in your environment. And the thing is you got a big gushy heart. You really do. And you really, really care. Remember, there's two of you, so you got double the heart for things that you love. But at the same time, it's really, really hard to come down hard on people. In a sense, because Gemini will come down hard on you, but then they'll feel bad about standing up for themselves. And I think that this is where we were talking about in the beginning when it comes to planting these seeds, about how you want to be treated and what you will allow and what you won't allow. Because if you sit here and you've said no to certain people, you stop putting up with their tomfoolery or them being jealous of you, or you even acknowledging their jealousy, then that's one less thing to deal with. That's one last thing to stress you out. That's one thing that you don't even have to worry about its opinion. I get it though, because at the same time, when you have people that you're close with, you want to share your triumphs with them, right? Just like you want them to share their triumphs with you. It's a two-way street. And it's hard when you care about them, you love them, and they're not receptive of it, and they meet it with jealousy, with pettiness, etc., etc. But at the same token, it's also you are upset because of the choices that they're making as well. So taking a step back and really reflecting what it is that you want in your life, what it is that you want to allow people when it comes to how they're going to treat you, but also what it is that you want to allow yourself to be exposed to. That's the thing, because these people, no matter your successes, your triumphs, it's not going to change them. It's not going to dissuade from where they're at, even though you are providing a free lesson for them. This is up to them themselves, no matter who it is, whether it's a family, whether it's at work, it's up to them. And it's okay for you to stand up for yourself and to unattach yourself from certain things that are not okay with you anymore. And it's okay to step out of the fog of confusion, and it's okay to put your foot down. It's okay not to share certain things with people anymore. That is a complete your choice. If they can't celebrate with you, but they're willing to spend a little bit of time talking to you more when you're miserable, that's not good. That is not good, because that's just a whole bunch of misery wants to keep itself company. But also too, that's what I'm hearing to say. It's like trauma bonding over trying to gratify another person about having a bad life, or that life has it out for them. And you can get more than one person who feels like that in a group. And you really have to ask yourself, is that the vibration that you really want to resonate with when it comes to 2026? Or is it some other vibration, a higher up vibration that you would rather resonate with? And again, that's going to take work, it's going to take time, and it's going to take practice. All right, so let's go ahead and call in Divine. Divine and universal energy, what are the positive messages for, for the Gemini community? All right, I'm hearing one last card. That is the last card. All right, so let's see what's going on all the way over here. When it comes to your beliefs, especially when it comes to how you deal with others and how others deal with you, magic. Start to solidify but also isolate. Not isolate yourself off, but isolate the ideas of what you want, how you want to be treated, how you want the world to see you, in a sense, because how we see ourselves is how we also think the world sees us. Can you see yourself for the magical being that you are? The moves that you have made, the circumstances that you have overcame many times, and also the generational cycles that you have broken. I feel like when you can really align with that, you're going to start to see how phenomenal you really are. And watch when you start to acknowledge that, when you start to surround yourself with it, you're gonna have your environment and others start to reflect that back to you. And it's something that you will notice more than people trying to reflect folly to you. All right, so we have here sandwiched on when it comes to the things that we love, the people that we love, and also gratitude. So we have, let's see, expansion. Expansion to the abundance and to the innocent. Actually, expansion was sandwiched between these two. So the thing is you're allowed to have this abundance that you work for, no matter who's saying what, who's rolling their eyes, who has an opinion about it because they don't have it. You know what? This person's stuck. This place is stuck. And it's okay to outgrow certain theologies, certain ideals, certain cycles. And it's okay for you to expand and to head out to different horizons, especially when it comes to your emotional and mental stability. Ushering in prosperity that is built on strong foundations of stability within yourself, security within yourself, understanding the bigger picture to things when it comes to the vastness of what life is handing us. People like to get stuck in life, upset about their circumstances, upset about what has happened to them, upset about the things that they don't have. But where have you ever seen in the rhythms of life, in the codes of life, throughout your lifetime, that life is supposed to be perfect? And any problems that we have shouldn't be detrimental, shouldn't test us to our limits, to the point where it almost breaks us. Where have you seen that in the natural order of life? Nowhere. The only place that you've seen that is on fictional shows. Fictional shows portray life as supposedly being perfect and only having minor problems. But that's not the vastness to life. That's not the rhythm of what karma ushers in. And it certainly has nothing to do with universal law. We have to go through many different things in our lives, and some of it is horrible. But some of that horrible stuff, if you can rise up, if you can align with the intuition of things, gaining that clarity, not giving up hope on those higher beliefs, lead us to trajectories of certain purposes that we align with because of what has happened. And it puts us in a place where we can show others it's possible, or we can show others, you know what, You don't have to feel like you're the only one who's gone through this. And if I can overcome it, you can overcome it. Thank you, Divine, for that one. So our last card here is intuition. The way you're going to get out of this situation, the way you can navigate, not to escape it, but to confront the fears that have you still attached to dealing with these certain people, this certain place, is you're going to have to follow your own guidance. In a sense, you have to reach within and you have to start communicating with yourself. Because remember, we have some throat chakras here, but we also have our crown chakra here. Crown chakra, remember, that's that enlightenment. That is that spiritual wisdom. And when we go through things and we're able not to start to get defensive with life and saying life has it out for me, but we open up to the lessons that it could be bringing, then we start to strengthen our intuition. Your intuition tells you many a times, don't do that. Probably shouldn't call that person. Probably shouldn't do that. And you ignore it. I ignore it in hopes that whatever I share this information, whoever I share this information with, it will reach them in a way that I hope it would. Creating some kind of expectation that something's changed with this situation. And that's a hard one. That keeps you in the confusion. How can we confront that and be able to share things with ourselves and being proud of ourselves, sharing things with people who actually do support us and forgetting the rest. One day at a time. One day at a time. Follow your instinct when it comes to the packs around you to strengthen that intuition. See, Gemini. See who you really are. See the things that you've overcome. The magical moves that you have made along the way. And it's okay. It is okay to love others. But don't let others hang you up and their ill attachments to things, their negativity, their misery, because it will rob you. It will rob you of your security. It will rob you of feeling stable. It will make you feel a little less. And what does that trigger? An over-controllingness by you. Let's overcome that. Overcome that. Let's invest in the ones in the energy that also mirrors where we want to go, how we want to be, how we would like to receive others, but also how we would like others to receive us. And just know, people will always make their own choices, even if we don't agree with it. That's the thing with free will. Free will. Maybe if you stop over harboring on them, this will give you time to start expanding you, how you want to feel about yourself and how you would like to think about yourself. All right, Gemini, this is gonna conclude it. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your patience. And don't forget to thank Divine and Universal Energy for coming on in and helping out. And as always, I hope that you have a most wonderful rest of your day.